Dr. Samo. Here we are all about evolving out loud in our life, our money, and our purpose through the energy of our ancestors. I want to thank you for your likes, your comments, your shares, and your subscribes here on the channel. All of your thumbs up, all of your memberships here on the channel, the members here on YouTube, the members on Patreon, the members on my website. Thank you for your support, my loves. Okay, so we are here. We're gonna get into a continuation of our grandmother message. So we are going to go deeper into the notes. Okay, I still have our notes from the last reading, so this is the continuation. This is a space where use your intuition and you know what's for you and what's not for you. You know when it's something that you need to hear and when it's not something. So don't force something that does not naturally come to you as is for you, okay? And I really felt really strong to do this recording energy because you know when I last did, I said, okay, I'm going to record the rest later or whatever. And I never got around to it. I never got, you know, the energy or even the confirmation to jump into it. And it wasn't until I finished doing Thursday and Friday Born's message today, and I felt grandmother was just like, ooh, and so I was gonna go live. But when I asked the members if, you know, if they were up for it, the two members who responded back, they said that they wouldn't be able to join the live or whatnot. And so they would have to watch replay. And I was like, I felt that was confirmation of just recording because that's what I had felt in the first place anyway, was to record. So we are here, okay? We are here. So this energy of what I was feeling from your grandmother into this next piece, y'all, and I felt it heavily, and that's how I knew it was time to record this message as well, because it came out in one of the readings. It was either Thursday or it was Thursday Born. It came out in, because I did theirs after Friday Borns, and it was just like, yes, we got to do this. So your grandmother, okay, because Thursday Born had ancestors talking to them in a reading, okay? Your grandmother, okay, your grandmother said a bigger space is coming. Something of some sort of a bigger space. You need a bigger space for something. You need more room. You need more rooms, or you need space to be able to do like your work in, or need like an office space or something of that sort. It's something about you needing more space. And she said something is coming. Ace of coins, when I split the deck, and two of coins in reverse. You know what this is telling me? Is that you've been using a space to share it with something else. And you're going to get an opportunity that's going to come in to where you won't have to do that anymore. Y'all, look, I got this one nail on because I was testing out these press-ons. I can't put them on until I do my hair. Graduation is tomorrow. I know somebody probably looking like, why she only got one nail on? Listen down. I told you I'm a Mercury Pisces. I do random stuff, okay? This two of coins in the reverse and the ace of coins in the upright is basically telling me that's something that you've been using as a shared space, a shared vehicle, a shared something. You're going to get your own in some form of way, and it won't have to be joined together. You get what I'm saying? Like it's given with someone like with a 1-bedroom house, 333 on the time of going into a 2-bedroom or a 3-bedroom, something of that sort. So you're getting ready to shift into a bigger space. Or this could be if you have a business and you operate a lot of your work inside of like your home or your bedroom or something of that sort, that you're manifesting a bigger space, and it's going to be here very, very soon. Okay, like I'm hearing within the next 6 months, you need to be preparing to get packed up to go to this new space or have this new space available for you. Some of you all, it's going to be a random surprise that is given to you from someone. Like literally someone just like it was put on them to give you a space for something or to do something. You get what I'm saying? Or it could be like a family member and condolences if this is yours, but someone passing away and leaving you their home type thing. You get what I'm saying? So now you can work through their home, and then you have your space, or like an office space, or finding somewhere that's less expensive but more space. That was a bigger thing. The biggest piece that was on here, a bigger space is coming. But that bigger space comes, because this is the next point she had on here, is when you clear the clutter from around you. And the thing with the clutter is the thing that clutter is not just junk. Okay? Your grandma ain't always move all the clutter from around, okay? And she knows she did. She knows she didn't always move the clutter from around, okay? But it's something about the clutter in your mind that can sometimes get in the way of the things that you're doing, or you want to do, or you want to create, or you may stop yourself, or you may overthink sometimes. And it's something about having a balance between your feelings and overthinking when it comes to decluttering your energy. So you may be in a space where you're purging right now. Okay. Yeah. 4 of Knives. This is like rest and sleep. So you may be doing a lot of purging in your sleep. Okay. With the 4 of Knives being at the bottom of the deck. So you're cleansing, purging, decluttering. You're getting all the things, all the subconscious thoughts that you've had of people. You're removing it, and you're decluttering it out of your mind and out of your life right now. Okay. And as you're doing that, you're making space for more ideas. You're making space for new perspectives. You're making space for new people. You're making space for new opportunities, because your brain and your frequency is no longer resonating with the frequency of those other people or that other clutter, because you got rid of the clutter. So this grandmother energy is saying that if you feel like you've been all over the place and things of that nature, you need to make sure that you need to declutter some drawers, okay? And it could really mean like the actual like decluttering some drawers in your kitchen, or it could mean the aspect of decluttering some drawers in your mind, the different compartments in your mind when it comes to you compartmentalizing your feelings, okay? Or just everything that's going on in general. But it's something about making sure you don't become a hoarder. Make sure you don't become a hoarder. Son of Sticks in the reverse, and then the 5 of Baskets in the upright. This gives a vibe of holding on to disappointments, and this could be in some kind of way of like people who didn't show up in a way that you hope that they showed up, or you wish that they showed up, and things of that nature. So this first piece of clutter, what I feel your grandmother is saying with the Son of Sticks in the reverse and the 5 of Baskets in the upright, the clutter that you're currently detoxing right now has a lot to do with those disappointments and heartbreaks that you went through. If you may have found yourself going through a bout of depression, you're detoxing the things that affected your subconscious that kept you in that state of mind to begin with, okay? All right, what's going on? I heard something about clear your schedule. You need to make sure your schedule is clear, okay? You need to clear your schedule for something. Clear your schedule. You need to have a flexible schedule. You need to have a flexible schedule. You have the 10 of Coins coming out. And the 2 of Knives. Yeah, 2 of Knives is a very indecisive energy. It's very indecisive. You know what I'm saying? It doesn't lead anywhere. Like, it's just like being stuck between not making a decision at all. So there may be something in regards to a home or job, something that you are being called to not make a final decision on just yet. Because I'm hearing a shift. Let me see what's going on. Hold on. No, let me go to the opposition stack. Because something that you had planned, it just may have to shift. Okay? Out of nowhere, it may have to shift. All right, you got the King of Cups. Okay, emotional intelligence. That's King of Cups in the upright. So this is getting out of a state of panic, out of a state of depression, out of a state of, emotional manipulation, or just being healthy and balanced when it comes to your emotions. And then the Hierophant in the upright. Yeah, this is some type of institution. So some of you all, it could even be with school. You may have been thinking that you're going to enroll at this school and you end up enrolling at a totally different school because they give you a financial package that it fits your life. You get what I'm saying? So you may be, it's something about keeping your options open. I'm hearing a lot of with your grandmother, keeping your options open, because it's going to allow you to be more open to an abundant opportunity coming in for you. Okay. But it definitely deals with something that you're working on, something that you're learning, something that you're growing, something that you're developing. You got the Sun card in the reverse at the bottom of the deck. Something that has not been being shown as much. So, okay, what's going on? What's going on? The Page of Cups. This is being hopeful, being in a manifesting energy. Yeah, I'm hearing her say manifesting energy is being open to the possibilities. Like, don't close off your blessings. Sometimes you can limit your blessings. I'm hearing you can limit what you can manifest into your life because you have this one set thing, when it's just like, baby, if you only knew that it's something better that you could get as well, you know. So how you use your words when you're manifesting things or calling certain things in, be specific to the feeling, be specific to the things that matter the most for you. So it may not be like specific to a certain, you know, place. So for example, say like, oh, you fell in love with California, you love California because it got a lot of what's the name, right? And so some people could be like, oh, I'm jumping up and moving to California because you know, but they don't realize that the place, you know, got horrible traffic, the cost of living is super high, is blah 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 blah, when what they should have been manifesting is beautiful weather, beautiful sights, access to water. Okay, so it's like looking at the features of what you truly desire and what you truly want, and manifesting off of those and not being too specific unless you just know what you know. Okay? So I just heard your grandmama just say, but you know what? You're going to be grown and do what you want to do at the end of the day. She said you're going to be grown and going to do what you want to do at the end of the day. Okay? But I'm hearing you need more freedom, baby. You need more freedom because that freedom allows you to be open for more. You have 4 sticks that's coming out. That's foundations. So the foundations of you. And that's so interesting because the next point on here is to create healthy habits. Oh, no, it was something else that, okay, no, it was something else before that. So, because she had me write it down, then I put the arrow. How much are you creating versus consuming? So it's something about, I'm hearing her say, you need to make sure that you're not hoarding other people more than self as well. So make sure that you're not consuming more than you're creating at this time, because your creative energy is being given away when you do that. So allow yourself to make sure that every time you consume, you create something. Every time you consume something, you create something, okay? And create something can be cooking, doing hair, whatever the case is. You have the Strength card coming out and then the Ace of Coins. And so now that's getting into the next point on the aspect of creating new healthy habits, okay? She said where you're going to and where you're heading is going to take stronger and more consistent habits, okay? You may have not been really consistent with the things that you've been doing and how you're doing it. And that also goes to that foundational energy. So it's something about creating a sense of consistency, because when I see this Ace of Coins, for some reason, I'm feeling of like a direct deposit, okay? So someone needs to get more, not consistent, but just in order of their finances or just their energy in general, because you know your energy, your time, and your money are all equivalent. Okay, so that's why I always say, if somebody mess with your time, they messing with your money. And anyone who's willing to mess with, like, you get what I'm saying? So you gotta take consideration of that. You have the grandmother energy coming out with the Star card. Not the grandmother, the grandchildren. So I'm like, grandmother, there's no grandmother card in here. The grandchildren, which makes this even more powerful because you are the grandchild. So it's something about leaving behind, I heard, a standard or tapping into an old way of being, because this gives this vibe of passing down a legacy of something, but allowing your newness to give it more life. So you may find yourself wanting to revamp something that your grandmother did. Is that what she's calling for you to do? It's like you're revamping something that she did. Yeah, ancestors with the death. That gives reincarnation, because this is my reincarnation energy. Okay? So your grandmother's energy has been reincarnated. And Alexa, pause. Two of coins in the reverse. I'm hearing direct thy path. Grandmother, what are you saying? I'm seeing a clock with the short hand and the long hand on 12 o'clock. I see a candle with a candlestick and a light. Someone writing with a feather pen that they dip into ink. I see a calendar. I see some type of stool with like a pedal or something on it. In the corner, there's a chair and a bed. Someone's in that bed. The midnight hour. Is something about the midnight hour. Late in the midnight hour, God's gonna turn it around and around and around and around and around. You get a lot of magic at midnight. I'm hearing Cinderella. It's something about the messages that you'll receive during the season around the midnight hour. So creating a schedule to where you're up around that time, because that's when you'll be clear to receive a lot of those messages. Is something about your use of candles, the stick candles. The next piece that she had on here was to release the anger. Release the anger. The anger keeps you anchored. I just felt like the whole world just stood still. And my heart just got really like a piercing feeling. Anger is like an anchor. Learn more love. If you are someone who you've had issues with anger in the past, you may have been finding that you've been coming in contact with more people who are about love. It's no coincidence. It's no coincidence. Okay. Grandmother, what do you have for your baby? And some of the anger could be anger at where you're at right now. how it's going. Yeah, here come the geese, baby. My babies. Um, so some of it just may be a defense mechanism. But she says you have what it takes. Don't worry about that. You have what it takes. But everything is about alignment. I hear the sirens in the background. Something has to die and end in order for something new to begin. 2020, you can't revamp this, I'm hearing her say. And so you want to make sure that you're not consistently trying to revamp something and turn something around on your own. Release. Five of Baskets coming out again. You have what it takes. Those disappointments, the endings, the things that didn't work out how you wanted it to work or how you expected it to work out, it was there to give you an experience of self, to teach you something more of self, and to teach you more about people and things. But let it be that, a lesson and not an anchor. People disappoint. But guess what? You've disappointed someone before too. And you're going to do it again. So with that understanding, it makes it easier to move on. And that's that Emperor energy that just came out. That's the difference between a page and an emperor. Grandmother, what's going on? You have what it takes, though. You wouldn't have been given these visions if you didn't. You wouldn't have been given, glimpses into things if you didn't. You have what it takes, 2222. Some of you all are going to be the first at something. Grandmother, what's this energy with the John horse? I keep hearing a different deck, but I don't know which deck. This one. All right, grandmother, what is shifting? Three of Cups in reverse and the Six of Pentacles in reverse. Your circles, the people you hang around, the things that you may have done, got into, and did. You may really. As soon as I said that, my service is exactly as a confirmation of what's shifting, is that you need to disconnect from energies that you don't even really feel empowered around them anymore or with them. It's more of a comfort and a time thing than anything else. Like, what resonates with this new you? Because sometimes your environment is what triggers you. So you think like, oh, I done worked on this and I think I'm better than this, but you in this environment, you steady doing this because you're in a triggering environment. Now, yes, we want to learn how to work through our triggers, but why keep yourself in the midst of it? You get what I'm saying? You ain't got to always be going through a test every day. I'm hearing your grandmother say. So don't put yourself through a test every day. You don't have to, because you can go into an environment that don't have those triggers and thrive. You ever saw that with a child? I had that happen with students, and that's why I learned the art of detachment, because yes, it may hurt seeing this happens, but when you look at the bigger scale, you never know what may be really going on. You get what I'm saying, and what's better. So I had a student at our school failing, getting in with bad kids, not going to classes, all this other stuff, right? Go to another school, they on the honor roll, they in all the sports. Okay, Sometimes it is environment. And that's where she was talking about the clearing out of the environment as well. So you could be feeling like you're not good enough for something or in a space of something because, whatever the case is, because you're in an environment that don't make you feel like you better. You get what I'm saying? Energy can shift everything. So a person right now could be going through financial stresses, difficulties, all that, right? And so they pushing away, doing whatever because they going through these stresses, not realizing that these things and stuff was brought into their life to help shift their frequency to one of prosperity so that they can get out of what they going through. So they thinking that they got to keep hustling and grinding and doing this and doing that. No, I can't deal with you right now. And, maybe you needed that frequency shift. Maybe you needed that person to come into your life to help be a frequency shift for you so that you can then get onto that same frequency that they're on. And now you see changes shift within you. You get what I'm saying? And so we have blessings sent to us every day. But your grandmother is saying that you have to be able to see it. Because the blessings most times looks opposite of what you are comfortable with. The blessing is most times what you are not comfortable with. Grandmother, come through today because you coming through. What's up? What's up? Granny cool today, baby. It rained. Y'all know the air after the rain is just so I have the whole little window situation going on. It just smells so good looking at the flowers and stuff, and it's just like, yes, Granny, let me tap into your baby's energies. All right, what's the next thing? Let me mark these off so I don't, because these are all the channel messages. If you missed the last message, the last grandmother message, you'll understand what I'm talking about. But go back to that one to understand what I'm talking about, why I have all of this. But we're almost down to the end, okay? We do have some confirmations with some other things at the end that she gave me with things to say. But big dreams mean big work sometimes. That shift that you want to make that looks big, it means you got to make a sacrifice, baby. I'm hearing Big Sean's, I had to make sacrifices. So many sacrifices. I done gave up so much free time knowing time ain't free. I sacrifice it. He has a song that he dedicated to his grandmother. Grandma told me, if you write your name in stone, you never get the white out. This expansion that you're walking into is going to feel like you have to let go of something big. But what you're getting in return, what's bigger than big? Humongous, okay? Like, I'm hearing your grandmother say, baby, sometimes you be limiting yourself. They want you to feel like you're less than. They want you to feel like you're this monster. They want you to feel like, don't accept that. Become your best self. Allow yourself to become your best self. Don't fall into the judgments of other people. Because a lot of people are only judging you because they're currently being judged in reality. So how other people treat you is just a reflection of how they truly treat themselves on the inside. And allow that to show you more of their character and who they are. And then you can make your judgments based off that. Making judgments based off of what you see and not what you hear. You get what I'm saying? So this is even giving the vibe of, you know, someone taking the word of the gossip on you, right? But until they experience you, everything that they are getting is just secondhand. But that shows things about them more than it does you. So make sure you leave room and space for just you and your thoughts. You know? Because that's the last piece she had on here. That you're being, well, that's not the last one, it's more, but you're being spared from a collective judgment right now. There's a collective judgment that's happening at this time that you're being spared from. And collective is just where 2 or 3 are gathered, okay? So it doesn't have to be a large collective. It could be a small collective. But there's a judgment that's being had, and that's why you're being pushed and shifted into something different so that you don't get caught up in it. Okay. And that's why she's saying all endings are not bad. Sometimes an ending needs to happen because the energy knows what the, so for example, even with, you know, predictive work and tarot, right? It gives likely outcomes. So if you follow this path, this is what the outcome is going to be. You follow this path, this is what the outcome is likely is, right? This gives a vibe of how knowing the likely outcome of a situation will make you feel better about the decision you have to make. But I'm also hearing you don't always have to know the outcome of the situation to make that decision. You don't have to always touch the fire to know that it's hot. So know the difference. You know what I'm saying? So you can know that the fire is hot by just putting your hand over the stove and feeling the heat all the way up here. You ain't got to put your hand directly on it. You can just ease yourself down to feel it. You know what I'm saying? When something or someone shows you who they are, believe it. Because you don't have time to test waters. You know, you have a totally different mission and vision right now than to be out here just testing waters and pushing egos. Okay? Let me see something real quick. So, Grandmazda, what you got? Allow yourself to be spared when you're spared. Okay? Allow yourself to be spared when you're spared. Son of Baskets, Eight of Coins in the reverse, and then the Nine of Baskets. So, you know what's interesting, because the Son of Coins is kind of like, it gives that mischievous, here come that mockingbird, honey, and I'm talking about mischievous, and mockingbirds mock the sound of other birds, okay? Look, shout out to Tisha, we was just talking about all this. So, with the Knight of Baskets being very like lover boyish and just all of that, okay? Eight of Coins in reverse, so something that is not real, something that is inauthentic, so something that is false, something that look like it has promise, but it ain't really got no promise, okay? But then how do you get to the Nine of Baskets with promise? This gives it not quite a fake it till you make it, Emperor at the bottom of the deck, but it's one of those of believing it before you see it. You know, somebody, you know, being a hundredaire, like, baby, I'ma have that house. I'ma have that house. So that motivates them to work their butt off so that they can afford that house. Okay? Your grandmama said, game time. I like your granny's energy today, honey. Okay, you got the Mother of Knives coming out, honey. Listen. Like that church mother that always got the candy and stuff, that let you sit by her and lean on her head. I mean, on her shoulder. You know not to close your eyes, but she let you lean on her. You know what I'm saying? That's her. Okay? I'm hearing this is real feminine energy. Ace of Baskets, y'all. Ace of Baskets means fertility, creativity. You're putting your energy into the things that you want to create more of. The free man, the what's that man's name? The Fool card. But this is like freedom after being like a slave, you know, after being held captive. Okay. Oh, child. I'm going to show y'all when I finish my nails. Okay. I had to test out having my nail, and I like having my nail. Okay. Got my toenails done with the butterflies, and they so cute. Ah. All right. Anything else, grandmother? Let's go to the channel energies that she had me write down. She said colors to look out for was purple, gold, and silver. Sports, football, pickleball, and the original soccer. So the original football. So football. Okay. Soccer. Some with soccer. Okay. Bingo came out a lot because I kept hearing bingo, 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 B15. Okay. Feathers, so multicolored feathers. And now that makes sense to the vision of what I saw earlier with the feather pen. So multicolored feathers, purple flowers, a 4-leaf clover. Catch a 4-leaf clover. A gas station romance. This was very specific. It was one of those like, you be used to people trying to, you know, get you at the gas station, but this one, they actually worth some. Okay. And then the numbers were 444, 777, 113, 212, 374, 1234, 313, and 222. Baby, okay. Grandmother, anything else for your babies? Let's do some. Choose a number 1, 2, or 3. We're going to pull some ancestor energies before we get out of here. Oh, shoot. Did I mix these up wrong? Oh, I was about to. All right, you have learned from my mistakes with number 1. With number 2, someone is feeling guilty. And then 3, my spirit will return in the next generation. Let's pull a card for each one of those. Grandmother, what you got going on? We're going to go for this deck. Give me one card, Grandmother, for each one to explain what you mean by it. Thank you. I keep hearing Sweet Love by the Commodores. That song was coming out during, was it Thursday Born or Friday Born? One of them, but that song kept coming out. I'm hearing that song again, though. Oh, this is beautiful. This is beautiful. Okay, so learn from my mistakes. You have the Strength card. So withdraw from situations that you feel very tempted to become a part of, or to entertain that you know is not good for you, or that you know is not going to bring anything good for you. So you're going to have to learn how to restrain yourself in some ways. And a lot of this could be anger. I know we brought up anger earlier. So if you had number 1, anger may be something that you go through a lot of. And so it's something about your grandmother saying, learn from her mistakes, the things that she did when she was angry, when she was upset, or when she didn't stop herself from reacting or being a certain way in a situation that she knew it was better to just retreat in. Okay. Let me see what signs. Energy. We have Aries, Virgo, Gemini, Pisces, Aquarius. All right. Someone feeling guilty. The World card. Somebody that made up a world of lies, honey. Okay. And they're going to have to face the world. They know they're going to have to face the world. Someone's going to have to face some judgment real soon about something that they said. It's like, make sure the truth is going to be as loud as them lies that you said. So it could have been someone who lied on you, or whatever the case is, coming out and, you know, being honest about the truth of what really happened. But someone is being eaten up on the inside, okay? And their world is being affected by it. But it's also making yours colorful. You have Libra, Virgo, Leo, Virgo, Sagittarius, Scorpio, one more. And then Mars with Aries and Scorpio. All right, last one. My spirit will return the next generation. Then you have the 4 of air. So someone may already be pregnant, or someone may have recently had a baby. But it's something about this child has a very calming and relaxing energy to them. They have a very calming and relaxing energy to them. With this lavender. So, but then also I'm hearing her say, call in her energy to help bring in relaxing and peace. You need to work with lavender more. And I'm hearing her say, you know that though. You know that though. Have it for the tea, smoke blend, and your baths and your diffusers. Like lavender is perfect for you. Chamomile too. But she wants you to know that her energy helps bring in peace. Anything else, grandmother, for your babies? We're going to do a medicine woman card, and then we're going to wrap it up. The feminine cycle. We mentioned feminine energy earlier in the reading, and then the circle of life. So cycles and circles. Interesting. So the feminine cycle, reconnect with your cycle. You are a plural woman. So what moon phase does your cycle connect to? Okay. That lets you know your wild woman energy. You have the circle of life. I give you my blessing to accomplish your quest. And that's what the frog, you may see more frogs and turtles. But the circle of life also deals with reincarnation. And it's like, We live, die, come back to life. Die, come back to life. Like it's a cycle. So allow that cycle to be invited back into your life. So if you do have another child, your grandmama gonna be in that child. So if you've been wondering if you have another child, how that child is going to be, it's gonna be beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful. I just heard Mario Brothers. Let me not keep going. I did pull from the Goddess Oracle deck. I felt called to pull another card. You have the Goddess of Feeling Safe within Barbados, Guyana, and Salem. And she's with the Temple of the Ancestor. So this is definitely from grandmother. And the element of air. Great ancestress Tituba was an enslaved Caribbean woman who was the first person accused in the 1692 Salem witch trials. She was most likely kidnapped from the Guyana region in South America and then sold through a Barbados plantation. Her guidance: it is finally safe to be you. You have wandered through a dark night. Your trip has been long. There is light ahead. Your liberation is apparent. Her embodiment: you deserve to feel secure. Feeling safe is knowing that your basic needs are met. Feeling safe is feeling at home in your body. Feeling safe is trusting your journey. Feeling safe is feeling free around those you love. Feeling safe is trusting that the sun will rise again. If you grew up emotionally, spiritually, or physically unsafe, reset your default expectations to a healthier vibration. Didn't grandmother come out earlier in the message that says something about your vibration being shifted? So reset your default expectations to a healthier vibration. In the declaration, I am safe. It is safe to be safe. So there may be a situation where, you know, look a little different. You a little worried. I'm sharing with your grandmama said, you're safe, honey. You're safe. You safe? Mommy water, naked, okay? Something or somebody gonna help you get real naked, like in learning who you are and authentically, you know? That's beautiful. Grandmother, that is beautiful. I am connected. I have more in common with others than I realize. I seek commonality with people rather than focusing on outward differences. I am connected. Grandmother has, and then I am capable. Grandmother has spoken. Okay, she says she's about to keep repeating herself. So I'm going to take that as motion to leave. We're going to do a self-care, then we're going to go. Be still. Stop trying to do too much. Okay. I thank you all for being here. Appreciate you all for being here. And if you're interested in a personal reading, check out my website at monicole.com. If you're interested in past life regression, hypnotherapy, any of that jazz, check out my website, Nicole. I thank you all for being here. And as always be real, always be true. Don't be afraid to do what your higher self and your spirit team is calling for you to do, period. And feel free to check out my membership programs as well here on YouTube, on Patreon, and on my website. See you all at, oh yeah, heads up, enrollment for Butterfly School of Transformation will be opening the week of May 19th. So be on the lookout for that, okay?